I love, love, love just pausing before we start the practice and throughout, because we're just so used to filling every single moment with something. And although this is still something, it's just more rare to be okay with this. And one important thing I wanted to share is the importance of moving the body and deepening the breath to increase circulation. Because what we want to avoid is emotions, the energy of an emotion getting stuck. So last week, I felt a lot of fear, and we just don't want that emotion getting stuck in our kidneys, which is where it lies, what I mentioned, and then causing an imbalance. Excess. If your kidneys are out of balance in excess, it can just cause you to have paranoia and be extra fearful or insecure. So we come to the mat to just get everything moving, so we're not having that stagnation. And we'll just tune in with this one mantra, Sahana Vavatu. I wanted to read the translation. May together we be protected. May together we be nourished. May together we work with the great energy. May our journey together be filled, illuminating, and effective. Maybe there be no bad emotions among us. Peace, peace, peace. And you may not have heard this one before. I hadn't before my training, but just listen along or sing along if you do know it. So bring your hands together, rub your palms together, and place your hands at your heart center. And we'll start with 3 ohms and then chant this invocation. Deep breath in. Sahana Vavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahavidyam Karevavahaye, Tejasvinavaditamastu, Mavid Vishabhaye. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So now come to your back. We're going to do a supine Tadasana. Bring your feet together, big toes touching, and really engage your legs. So like you are standing. Flex your feet. Press your thighs towards the floor as much as you can. Lift your lower belly up and in and bring your tailbone down towards your feet. So really feel that alignment in your body. And with that alignment staying steady, let's on the inhale bring our hands overhead as much as you can without arching your lower back. And then on the exhale, bring the hands down to your sides. And inhale, bring the hands up. Again, just keeping the body really steady and only bringing your arms as far as you can without anything changing. And just continue that, connecting with your long, deep breaths. And now on your next exhale, you can bend the knees and bring one leg up to the ceiling at 90 degrees. And just start flexing and pointing the foot. And then let's switch feet. Just getting some movement in the ankle, stretching the hamstring. And let's bring both legs up as far as you can, just for a second, and just feel that movement. Now bring the knees into the chest and start circling your knees like you're drawing a circle on the wall behind you or the ceiling above, depending on where they're positioned, and just massage the lower back. And go ahead and roll yourself up and come around to hands and knees. We'll just warm up the spine a little bit. Doing some gentle cat-cow. Inhale, bringing the sternum forward, lifting the head. Exhale, rounding the back, chin to chest. We're going to come back to this later, so you'll get more opportunity to warm up the spine. So bring the hands forward slightly, and we'll come into a down dog just to stretch out the body for a moment. We won't be here too long, but I encourage you to alternate bending your knees and stretch out the backs of your legs. And when you feel good there, bend the knees, bring them down to the ground, to the mat. Sit on your heels for a moment, and let's roll our neck. A few times in one direction and the other direction. Great. So we're going to go ahead and start our Kriya. So just roll the hips to one side and transition over to Dandasana, stick pose, like this. If your lower back rounds in this pose, you can sit up on something and or you can bend your knees so that you have a really nice flat back. We're gonna have the arms outstretched and we're going to bend the fingers in and keep the thumb pointing up. Yes, exactly. And we're gonna be here for 5 minutes. And we're going to, exhale to bend forward and inhale to come up. And it's gonna be kind of a quick motion. You wanna keep the arms parallel to the ground. And you're going to be inhaling and exhaling out of your nose. So it'll be like this. And only move as far as you can, where your back is staying nice and straight, your arms are parallel, and please don't hesitate to bend the knees if needed. And of course, you can go at any pace that works for you as well. This Kriya today is really helping stabilize the lower 3 chakras, which is where our physical body really lies. And it'll help us to feel stable and grounded as we move through the day. Relax your shoulders. Try to release tension in other places in your body that are not needed. You might feel some muscle activation in your legs and your arms, but relax those shoulders, relax your jaw. And I invite you to close your eyes if you aren't already. You're already halfway there. It might help, Amy, if you flex your feet and really engage your legs like you're in Tadasana, just to help you stay upright. Isn't it interesting that 5 minutes seems like such a long time when you're doing this? But 5 minutes is really not a long time in, the day, the month, the year. Just one more minute. You got this. Fifteen more seconds. And inhale deeply, suspend the breath, hold the pose. And exhale, bring your hands down to your thighs. Give your legs a little shake, a little love. Now let's come down to our backs. We're gonna do kind of a bridgey flow thing. If you can, you wanna hold onto your ankles while you're lying down, but I can't reach, so I'm not gonna do that. But that's the most ideal form of the position, of the pose. And we're just gonna be here for about 30 seconds. And we'll lift our hips up on the inhale and bring them down on the exhale. And it'll be kind of a quick inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So go ahead and get started. Great, inhale up and hold. And exhale, bring the hips down. Lovely. Now spin over and move into hands and knees. We're going to be doing some cat-cow variations. First, just make sure that your hands are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips, and bring your big toes to touch. And go ahead and move into your cat-cow, inhaling and cow, exhaling cat. And we're gonna be here for 2 minutes. So if you need extra padding for your wrists, feel free to modify. And a reminder to close your eyes. It doesn't matter what this pose looks like. We have 30 seconds left here, so I encourage you, if you can, speed up their pace just a little bit, building heat in the body. Inhaling forward, exhaling back or up. Great. Now inhale into cow and bring your right leg back, stretching it back. Try not to move anything else. So you really want to engage your abs here. And we're just going to hold the leg up in cow pose for 30 seconds. Feel that hamstring burning. And go ahead and switch sides. Stretching your leg back strongly. Equal weight in your hands. And don't forget to breathe. Great. Put that leg down. Going back to the right leg, we're going to kick our buttocks as best we can with our heel for 1 minute. Mine doesn't quite reach, but I'm trying. Just 10 more seconds. Wonderful. Put that leg down and switch sides. I'm going to kick my dresser. Spin around. You've got this. It's good to work the body. Challenge yourself. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Just a little bit longer. Lovely, great job. Come down sitting on your heels for just a moment and just pause. Feel your heart beating. Your breath. The sensation of any sweat on your skin. Wonderful. So now we're going to move into what I think is the doozy of the day. So come on your back and come into what is called wind relieving pose, where your knees are bent in, you're hugging your knees in, and then you're going to bring your nose between your knees as much as you can. And we're going to hold this one for 8 minutes. And this is the one where if you feel like your neck isn't feeling good in here in this position, then just relax it on something. It is challenging, but just see what you can do. Do the best you can. I found the padding helpful for this pose specifically on my back. It didn't feel good to just be on the mat, so if you're not on a towel or something, you might want to put that under you if you're feeling some pain. So this one is directly affecting or impacting the kidneys. We are balancing on the kidneys. This is really, really good. We're just giving them a little massage, a little compression, so that they can release unnecessary stagnant energy. And I invite you to close your eyes and just focus on the breath. You already may know a lot about the kidneys, but I'll share a little bit in case you don't. So the kidneys remove waste and excess fluid to make urine. And like I mentioned, in traditional Chinese medicine, the kidney is related to fear, which can manifest as chronic fear or anxiety when it's out of balance. And the kidneys are key organs for sustaining life. They're responsible for reproduction, growth, and development, and maturation. They're involved with the lungs and water metabolism and respiration. And symptoms of kidney imbalance can be frequent urination, night sweats, dry mouth, or short-term memory, low back pain, ringing in the ears, hearing loss. So it's just really, really good to just focus on the kidneys, especially during the time we're in. You are over halfway there. Keep it up. Just 1 minute left. And inhale deeply. Suspend the breath briefly. And exhale, release back. Just relax for a moment. Let's roll on up, and we're going to move into Malasana. So if your heels don't touch the ground, place something under them so you have stable foundation. And we're gonna hold Malasana with our arms stretched out front, parallel to the ground. This is such a good pose for stretching the back and really grounding us. And keep holding here. And pause the music for a moment. Just check that your knees are not in front of your toes and that your knees are tracking with your toes. Just to make sure you're in a good aligned position. And now we're going to begin chanting. So we're going to chant Har, H-A-R. The R is actually more like a Spanish R, so it's Har, Har, Har. And just go ahead and just chant at your pace, bringing the tip of the tongue to hit the upper palate. So it might look like this. Har, 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 Har. And my belly is really engaging on every one of those. Har, 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 Har. We're going to do this for 1 more minute. Har, 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 Har. Inhale deeply and suspend the breath for about 20 seconds or as long as you can, holding the pose. And exhale when you need to. And one more deep inhale, hold the breath. If you ever feel strain, if you're straining, exhale. Should hold the breath in a really relaxed way. So exhale when you need to. And we'll come out of the pose and transition to easy pose. Wonderful job. I hope you feel very stretched and strengthened. I don't do Malasana enough. So we're in our last position before Shavasana. We're going to do a meditation. So bring your hands into Gyan Mudra, first finger and thumb touching. Left arm, forearm is parallel to the ground, and the right forearm will be perpendicular to the ground. And you'll flick your wrist out as far as you can and hold it there. And we're gonna hold here for a little bit. So let's play our next song. And close the eyes, focus on your third eye. And actually, the third eye is a little bit back from the space between the eyebrows, so kind of back towards the middle of the brain. You can gently focus there. Isn't this just a beautiful arm position that we get to be in? I feel like I'm in a dance that's frozen in time. And holding your arms in place, stretch the spine up, pulling on the muscles of the buttocks, hips, and sides, lifting your torso until you really don't feel much weight on your sit bones. And pull in the abdomen, lift the ribs and diaphragm up, chest out and chin in slightly, and hold here for about 30 seconds. And then we'll release the tension. And actually, let's just do this on the inhale. So when you inhale, spine up, pull up on the muscles, engage the belly, lift the ribs, chest out, chin in, and hold your breath for as long as you can. And then on the exhale, you'll release the tension and just keep doing that pattern. And keeping the arms in that position, start singing along with the song. I'll turn it up. It's Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, Wahe Gio, which means indescribably great is the divine's infinite ultimate wisdom. So we'll continue our arm position and sing along to this song. Deep inhale. And exhale. Release the arms and move into Shavasana. Getting cozy for a couple minutes of relaxation. Cover yourself with a blanket if you have one. Relax. Arms down by your sides. And just rest for a few minutes.
I've been looking for the sunshine, 'cause I ain't seen it in so long. Everything's gonna work out just fine. Everything's gonna be alright. It's been all wrong. 'Cause I can see the light of a clear blue morning. I can see the light of a brand new day. I can see the light of a clear blue morning. Everything's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. It's been a long, long time since I've known the taste of freedom and those clinging lines that held me bound. Well, I don't need them. Ooh, I've been like a captured eagle,
And start deepening your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Move your hands up overhead for a full body stretch. And bring your knees into your chest. Hug your knees in, rock your body back and forth gently. And you can go ahead and roll up or press up to a seat. Bring your hands to prayer in front of the heart. Let's take a moment to feel gratitude for one thing in our lives. And dedicate the fruits of this practice to someone in your life that might be in need. And we'll close today with a long sat and short nam. Inhale deeply. Sa. Nam. Thank you so much. So grateful to have shared this practice with you.